And with me now in the studio is Tom Greatrex, Chief Executive of the Nuclear Industry Association, the body which represents the nuclear energy industry. Thank you for joining us on BBC News. So it looks highly likely that EDF will go ahead and approve this, take the next step. Are you confident, though, that they can deliver this project, first of all, on time and on budget?
Well, the important point to make is that the consumer will not be paying anything until Hinkley is generating electricity. So any risks associated with the build are for the developer, are for EDF. And they have to be confident they're able to do it. And in making their decision later on today, that is obviously a factor they have to take into account in coming to that decision. But they will learn from previous power stations and where there have been issues in France that will not be able to be repeated in Hinkley. And we need new power stations in the UK because over the course of the last 6 years and in the next 14 years up until 2030, we will have 2/3 of our generating capacity will go offline. We need to replace that, and we need to do that in as low carbon a way as possible. And that's where nuclear comes to play a part alongside renewables and other technologies.
But if this was delayed, if this particular project was delayed, and there are concerns that it won't be delivered on time or on budget, would it affect, in your opinion, the security of the UK's energy supply?
Well, it would make it more significantly difficult to meet our climate change targets. This isn't the only project in the nuclear new build programme. There are two other projects, one in North Wales and one in Cumbria, which are they're behind Hinkley in the sense that they're still going through their regulatory assessment process. So there are other projects, but it will make it very much more difficult to ensure that we have security of supply and that we meet those carbon commitments which we have both nationally and now internationally.
When this deal was struck back in 2013 with EDF, the government guaranteed a particular price to EDF for the next 30 years from the point it starts producing electricity, a price that currently is around double the market rate for energy. So we clearly need supplies of electricity, but are you concerned that this will be the right source of electricity at the right price?
Well, the point about the price is that the comparator needs to be with what that price will be over the course of the 35 years and that it needs to be low carbon. And so at the same time, or in the same time frame as that agreement was made, the government also agreed to underwrite some offshore wind projects at £150 a megawatt hour and £140 a megawatt hour. So, you know, there is no free way of building the infrastructure to generate electricity. There are cheaper ways in some senses, but then you've got carbon price that comes from that, and that obviously causes difficulty as well. And with the volatility of wholesale gas prices, I mean, electricity prices in the last 5 years have been as high as £128 a megawatt hour and as low as £30 just in 5 years. So over the course of the next 60 years, they can go up and down. What this arrangement does is it gives predictability for the investors, and it ensures that we get a supply of reliable low carbon electricity for 60 years.
Predictability to a certain extent, but you also have to take a little bit of a gamble with the price, don't you?
Yes, but you don't know. No one can tell you what the price will be in 60 years' time, and that's the issue with this. It's over the course of that long period of time, prices go up and down. We need to ensure that we have electricity generating infrastructure that is able to reduce our exposure to that volatility of wholesale prices. That's one of the things which all low carbon infrastructure can do, and nuclear alongside renewables, alongside other technologies, are able to deliver that low carbon mix for the future.
Okay, Tom Greatrex from the Nuclear Industry Association, thank you very much.
Thank you.